is time. It is time to brew your best beer. The 2015 Sjporr Challenge is brought to you by the Grainbill Homebrew Supply, located in Red Lion, Pennsylvania. Brewers Exchange, operating in the U.S. and Canada. Finney's Homebrew Emporium, located in Bishopdale, Christchurch, New Zealand. And Omega Yeast, located in Chicago, Illinois.
What's up, E's and G's? We've got two more. And I decided, because I've got two more, that I would do beers. I would do Lermo's beer. Sorry, I know that I'm supposed to be all secret and say that I'm reviewing A47-244-06A, but come on, people. I mean, it's fucking Black Dog Saloon. Woof. Come on. If you don't know that it's fucking Larry's beer at this point in time, again, like SJ, what fucking rock did you crawl out from underneath? Because fuck. Welcome to the world of brew tubing, I guess. I don't know. I'm not even a brew tuber. Anyway, so this is a vanilla bourbon porter. Virginia bourbon in this. So there's your local ingredients. And like I said, I've been holding on to this beer. I think there was a dog hair on it, actually. There's 1 point off. I've been dying to try this one, and when I told Mrs. F it, let's brew it, that I only had 2 more beers left, and I told her which 2 I had, she was feeling in the mood for some beer. Get your mind out of the gutters, you turds. And so this is what she wanted. Brilliant! Because I was kind of feeling the same. So I'm going to crack it, pour it, and I will be back in a minute. I keep using that hand which had the beer in it, and so it's going to be a little bit shaky. I will be back in a minute once I've poured it and gotten a snoot's worth. So I will see you guys soon. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, and I apologize for the gaping collar shirt. I don't know. It just won't stay shut. I've kind of poured off some for Mrs. Effett. Let's brew it. So this isn't a full glass. But I took some cheeky sips when I brought it up to her. So, okay, I've had some sips before I actually take a sip on camera. The nose on this is fucking nuts. There's a lot of vanilla in this that I'm getting straight away. Full proper vanilla and hints of bourbon. Sorry, I'm gonna keep fussing with this fucking button. I apologize. Yeah, I mean let me back it up. Back it up, Dan. The vanilla is strong in this one. There's a just on the nose. I haven't gotten to the full-on taste of the sip yet. I love the nose on this one. The thing for me is that at 8%, I kind of want to jump at it, you know. It's kind of like your high school girlfriend. You know, you can't keep your hands off, you know, and you want to just jump right the... I don't know. I know I did. This thing just... I have to put it down because I want to myrtleize this beer. I'm going to take a full-on sip, but the roast, and there's like plum and vanilla in this, and the bourbon is present, but not, you know... again, we've talked about this before with some of the beers here in the East Coast, that it's not like it's a beer with bourbon added to it. It's the two play together nicely. They're not, they're not fighting each other for dominance in the palate. And this one definitely has it. There's a little bit of a grape nose and an apple nose on this, and not, again, I keep saying that. I don't want that to sound bad. I think when what I'm equating apple to, I think is a freshness, and I don't. Yeah, it's not the proper. It's when you cut an apple and there's that juice that kind of smacks of just fresh, like fresh cut. Like there's a cleanliness, I think. Maybe that's what I should be saying, not apple, but cleanliness. I don't know how else to put it other than like sometimes things are crafted well, culinary wise, and they taste fresh. You know the ingredients were well sorted and well looked after, and they're just fucking good. And this is just fucking good. So I'm gonna take a sip. I'm gonna pause this, and I will be back in a couple minutes after I've had some time to set. So cheers, Larry. Cannot fucking wait for this. Cheers. Oh, it was so well worth the wait. Hold on a second. What's up, y'all? I'm back. Okay. So, I forgot to mention appearance. When I was sitting here before. I mean, again, black as pitch. I mean, this is smell the glove black. But there's a brown kind of hiding around the edges, actually. The head, again, coffee colored and khaki. I mean, that's what we've got a lot of. I said this a lot. If you guys don't like hearing me say khaki, sorry. I mean, that's just, we've got a lot of it. That's porters and stouts and imperials and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. It's been dark beer heavy, and I'm not complaining. So this one is dark, but with some brown highlights kind of around the edges and stuff. I just sat with this for a little while and kind of sipped it and swirled it, and I pulled out just now, right before I turned the camera back on. I pulled out a bit of like a nutmeggy allspice character. Sorry, I keep cramping my shoulder. I'm gonna take another sip and see if it still is there, but I'd really gotten aggressive on the swirl and just kind of not sure if I worked something up. Yeah, no, it's still there. Right there. Mid palate, kind of rounds to the back. It's definitely a holiday spice. She's like the forgotten Spice Girl. Nobody paid attention to her. She really only came out around the holidays or around Christmas time, hence the name Holiday Spice. She was just kind of a dumpy one. She was kind of frumpy and always used to wear a red suit and had a fucking beard. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of a holiday-esque flavor from that. I'm not sure where that actually came from. The bourbon in this is not noticeable as a dominant flavor. It's there. It's definitely there, and it's welcoming the fact that it is there. The vanilla is on the nose, but kind of rounding out front to back. There's that holiday flavor that I got at the end there, but it was kind of full on through, which makes me think, holiday. and as I sit here and kind of let it coat my mouth, this is porter by name because this is kind of stouty. There's a fair amount of body in this. As it coats my mouth, I'm getting molasses, and I'm getting kind of a dark sugar flavor, which to me, again, like the last beer, like the Kwisatz Haderach, had a dessert quality, has a breakfast quality, but it had a very desserty, sort of a desserty presence to it, and this definitely does. At 8%, almost 9%, this definitely has, dessert quality beer written all over it. I mean, this is sipping beer. This is not, let's go out and crush something. This is, I mean, if this is your lawnmower beer, this is a big fucking lawnmower that you're driving. So, yeah, good on you. This thing is beef. Absolute beef. Black beer from Black Dog. Cheers. There's also, yeah, it starts right here. Boom, right here, vanilla, and it just kind of works its way all the way back. One of the little effers. It works its way all the way back. And I like that. I love vanilla, and I think that's a flavor that's hard to work with sometimes because it can become extremely dominant and over almost a little bit domineering. And this is not. This is really, really fucking good is what this is. I mean, sorry my camera's shaking so much. I jiggle like a bowl full of jelly. Because I'm excited. This is a good freaking beer. There's raisins too. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the map. I decided not to keep notes with this one because I wanted to just kind of drink an experience, and taking notes to me became a little bit too analytical, and I didn't want to be that way with this for some reason. Kind of wanted to flow with this one. I've got a lot of raisin. I said prune earlier, but like the more I'm tasting it, the more I sipped it, it's raisin. It's just really, really funky raisin. Like sat out in the package in the sun raisin. Not bad, just good. Like if you've ever grown tomatoes, fuck, that's good. If you've ever grown tomatoes and picked a cherry tomato right off the vine in the middle of the summer, and you pop that in your mouth, and you basically get that just warm, absolute essence of tomato. I just got that. I get that as a raisin. So that's what I'm talking about. So I don't mean like funky as in bad, just like proper raisin. I mean, I love those dark fruits in beers, and this one is definitely chock-a-block full of dark fruit. I keep looking at it. It looks so pretty. Mrs. F it, let's brew it. Better watch out because, sorry, Larry, you might need to send me a bunch of this, and me and this beer, we're gonna scooteroo across the country, head up Vegas. Yeah, this thing is fucking awesome. I'm proper killing this thing. Like, you have no idea. It's almost gone, and I don't want it to be. I'm probably going to go upstairs and steal the rest of Rachel's. But the alcohol is kind of moving away as I swirl this too, by the way. It's coming up. It's got legs on it. It's definitely got some legs. But it's definitely there to help this beer kind of move around the mouth. This is a properly done, a well done, proper fucking beer. I'm losing my train of thought here. This is a well done fucking beer, Larry. Sorry, I'm sorry. This is a properly awesome, well done beer. A47-244-06A. Good fucking beer. Great fucking beer, man. Thank you so much for putting this in, because fuck me. This is just a friggin' treat. An absolute friggin' treat. So, thank you. I know you're gonna be, you're gonna be in good fucking company with the other really great fucking beers in the East Coast and the rest of the U.S. when you go to the second round. So, well fucking done, man. Well fucking done. So, thank you very much. I'll do my own peace. And we'll catch y'all later. I've only got one more left. One left. So fucking sad. Alright, y'all. Later.
The fuck you talking about?